I'm just gonna roll off it, guys. What is going on? We are back. All three of us are together. I am not by myself, and I'm not alone.
Couldn't get rid of us that easily.
Exactly. And we have got something super cool, but I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to have, even though you could literally see the car in the corner of the it's so wide you can literally see in the corner.
Well, guys.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so it's going to be like Extreme Home Makeover.
Exactly.
Like,
Say it with me. Here we go.
move that hand.
Oh, my gosh.
So we sold the Maserati. It is gone, guys. And so we had to purchase another car. We had to get something interesting for the channel. None other than the Audi R8.
What car did we get that was interesting?
Sure as hell wasn't the CTSV. But...
Wait, hold on a second. Yeah. At least this car doesn't have a check engine light, though.
Oh, that's too sad.
Got
Anyway,
him.
guys, so there's a part out. Everything else except the transmission.
That's the problem. We're parting out the trans. Anyways, back to the R8.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But
Back
anyway,
to the R8.
So we just purchased.
Purchased.
It's cold, guys. It's cold.
It's freezing. Anyway, so we purchased this Audi R8 2008. It literally has everything that you look for in an R8 done to it. We're talking BC coilovers. It's got all the carbon fiber options. Yeah.
Whoa, no,
AW
there's a part.
exhaust.
There's a part that's on here that is not meant for this car.
What part?
The brakes.
Oh, the brake.
The brakes.
bright green
Yeah,
Lamborghini.
the bright green Lamborghini brakes.
So what's funny is these cars, like even though it's painted Lamborghini and it's swapped out because it's actually engraved with the Lamborghini insignia.
Yep.
These share the same brakes as the Gallardo for that year. So it's an 8-piston up front. It's a 6-piston in the rear, which just means a lot of money to replace. But yeah, I'm super excited, guys. Hope you enjoy.
Yeah. Todd, are you excited? You've never been in an R8 before.
Never been in an R8.
Yeah.
Never been in a GTR until a couple of videos ago. So it's the first for
Amateur.
everything.
Good grief.
I know. The peasant. Okay?
Yeah, he is. So I have actually driven one R8, and it was one from DT Auto Brokers with Josh because he let me drive it, and it was awesome. But I've not driven this one. So
Not this one. And it's gated.
it's a gated manual.
I forgot to
Yes.
mention that. We're not rocking the R-Tronic. This is a true gated R8.
Jeevz, do you know how to drive a manual?
Well, it's a good time to
There's
practice.
3 pedals.
It's a good time to practice.
On an
This is
R8.
the best time to
Yeah.
practice on an R8.
Waiver to the video. Everyone's already signed it. You break it, you buy it.
True. Yep. So.
Hey, I signed that on the Trackhawk.
Sun.
Ooh, that is
Ah,
gorgeous.
yes.
Do I just look like an angel right now?
You do. Both of you guys do.
But less pretty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hell's Angel. We didn't say which
Yeah.
side. But anyway, guys, join us for the breakdown of the Audi R8.
Get on in there, Todd.
Yeah,
Now
come
remember,
on,
Todd, how
big
tall
boy.
are you? Todd, how tall are you?
6'4".
6'4". Don't you lie about your
I'm
height.
6'4".
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're like 6'2", 6'3".
6'2".
Yeah.
6'2". Just want to make sure.
What are you?
I'm the shortest guy here.
5 foot?
Oh, 5.
Did that come with a booster seat?
No, but they give you a phone book. It's actually the owner's manual.
Yeah.
It's thick enough.
My grandma used to do that.
All right, keys in the.
As many YouTubers would say, will I fit in this car?
Is that clickbait?
Clickbait,
Yeah.
bro.
All right,
Can a
without-
6'4" guy get inside an Audi R8?
This is without moving the.
Oh, do you want me to?
No, you can move the seat. Move the seat back.
Oh, a little tight. Oh, yeah.
You look good though.
Fill that clutch. Fill that clutch all the way in.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
It's clutcherific.
Oh
How
my
do you
gosh. Let's shut the door.
Pretty tall. Tight.
Enjoy this giant go-kart.
Good thing they curved the top or I wouldn't fit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, you ready? Let's get a fire up.
Keys in the. Yep. There you go.
Let's get a little exhaust, shall we? Let's get it around, Todd. That sounds That sounds super good.
I'm telling ya.
That AWE.
AWE doing some work. All right, let's roll. Have fun. Oh.
Alrighty, we're gonna go chase in the 2019 Dodge 2500, brought to you by I Drive Utah Trucks. Go check them out. They're located in Orem. They have the best trucks in the state, no question. Let's go, Brayden.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am pretty scared for this review. This
Why?
is the most expensive car I have ever owned in my entire life, and I'm just handing it off to the two dorkiest dudes I know. Just kidding. They're not that dorky, but I don't know. It's just scary. It's intimidating.
Yeah,
It's intimidating.
It's your car. So.
That's a $5,000 clutch.
Yeah, I guess the nice thing about this is that, oh, almost killed it. Almost killed it. Amateur hour over here. Learning to drive manual.
Acquiring GPS signal.
Okay, cool. Smooth though. Smooth clutch. Smooth tranny. I like it. This car is low too. Probably one of the lowest cars I've sat in.
Todd, this is the first time I think he's gonna like it.
I think he's gonna love the car because
Yeah.
Todd likes drivability of cars. He likes fast,
Mm-hmm.
but if he didn't like drivability, he wouldn't have bought the CTSV or the Trackhawk.
It's true.
Because there's so many other cars that are fast,
Mhm.
but that aren't that great to drive.
Mhm.
That car is that car.
He is a tall dude. That dude is tall. That's Gumby. But
Yeah.
more handsome.
So yeah, first time in an R8. I know it's a first gen, but it's still really nice for the interior. Seats are comfortable. Actually nice interior with the gauges, the radio. Has a backup camera. I mean, it has better features than some newer cars, which is nice. But it's very low. I can't even see the lights. Like just sitting straight up, I cannot see the light. So I have to crouch to see the light.
But I think genuinely he's gonna love the car.
Oh, whoa! We got it! I don't know what you're worried about. Todd's the one you're supposed to be worried
I'm
about.
worried about because you guys are both automatic car drivers. I'm the only one with a manual, like, fun car and race car. Both are automatics for you guys. So that's where I'm like, all right, rest in peace
It's
to
like
that
the same
clutch.
thing. You just drop your clutch and then you go.
You ever heard of a neutral drop?
Exactly. Yeah. I see 350Z's rev match all the time, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, that's what's cool about this car is it is like a giant go-kart.
Yeah.
Like you enjoy it, and it's not uncomfortable.
Mhm.
But
I'm curious. I want to know what I already forgot what the BCs felt like on the other R8. So I'm like fast because I remember like R8s are so like they're so low, and you think they'd scrape on everything, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't. And like they're like so dialed in. Like whereas the GTR, even if you dial in those coils, you'll pretty much scrape on everything. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
it's insane. Like that's what I found so crazy about this car is I've had my foot underneath it, and you
Uh-huh.
can only put it up like maybe an inch,
Yeah.
and then you're touching. But yet you drive it down the road, and I had to raise it up a quarter of an inch just to make sure that the new front bumper that we put on there would not get damaged.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. As long as you just take entrances, which in Utah, the entrances are horrible no matter where you go.
It's true.
But as long as you take them like pretty good at angle, you're not going to really do much.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. It revs up almost 8,000 red line. It's impressive for a V8.
For a European V8, it sounds kind of muscly,
Oh, there's some muscle to it.
and that's
There's
where
some
my
muscle.
heart is.
Not even the McLaren sound like that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Not even close. Todd! Jeez, what the heck?
My heart, look
Yeah, behind me, goodness.
Coilovers, this is actually a really good ride compared to say like Jeevz GTR. Jeevz GTR is pretty stiff, but this is pretty pretty smooth for coilovers. It just feels good. This is a good car. Really impressed, actually. It's just planted. Low to the ground. Responsive steering. Not overly loud exhaust inside the cab. Like you could drive this for hours and be comfortable with it. Take it on a rally, daily drive it. The lowness might be a little tough with curbs and entrance to parking lots and stuff like that, but overall, I mean, you can get over that. I think this would just be a fun canyon cruising vehicle. It would be so fun.
Big guy in a little car.
Alrighty. Oh, baby. I love, this is easily the best shifter. This is the best clutch I have ever driven so far in my lifetime. This is the best clutch I've ever driven. This car, Brayden just got this. This was a huge goal of his, and I am so pumped that he was able to achieve that. This dude, that guy works hard. You know, he works super hard, you know, despite all the crap I give him. He works so hard. This is so cool. I've driven one of these before. Josh at DT Auto Brokers let me take this thing out for a little spin, and my gosh, it was so cool. That one was supercharged. It is way louder in here than I thought it was gonna be. You can hear the little K-man stuff. It's got all the features, fancy little police detection stuff. Jeez, this thing is smooth as butter. So different than driving the GTR. Wow. Yeah, it is smooth. This is smooth. What an incredible car. I mean, I've had a couple chances. This is my first time driving Brayden's, but wow, this is such an impressive beast. The V8 just sounds so amazing. I'm gonna do a little third lip pull here.
What's your impressions, man?
You're
an American guy.
I was actually very impressed. First time in an R8. I know it's a first gen, but still, for what's an 08?
Oh wait,
13-year-old car. It drove great, felt great. Quite impressed, actually. Like, it'd be a fun car. It's not like overly fast,
sure.
but like just cruising up canyons, daily driving. I'd daily drive the crap out of that thing.
Oh yeah, because it's not like it's a fast car. Where the crap is Jeevz going? As you already know, we are in the 2008 Audi R8. So that kind of rolls off the tongue, guys. Guys, I'm so excited. This is the first like supercar. I definitely would put it in that category for that time period. But first mid-engine car, and then, can I just say, this car is amazing in so many ways. So what's really cool about this car is it's comfortable. It's got enough power you can still have fun. It's not an outrageous amount of power, and that's where it's like, all right, when you consider a supercar, the performance side, as far as output, is not that great. But the ride is fantastic. This is a car you can take on a rally. This is a car you can daily drive. Like, the daily drivability, you can do this comfortably and have a lot of fun. Now, the gated obviously makes things a little bit different. If you had the R-tronic, obviously it's a little more daily drivable in the sense of you don't have to think about it. You just flip a couple paddles and you're good. But the gated is, I think, what makes this car so special, in all honesty. Like, I know it's a manual, and I'm a big fan of manuals, and so I'm a little bit biased in that regard. But to have a gated R8, to experience the car the way I feel like it was meant to be experienced, because this is, and I've told everybody this is like a giant go-kart, in all honesty. It was way ahead of its time on looks. The looks for 2006, 2008 cars, when you look at an era and you look at a car, you can guess that. In this car specifically, I think you could line it up against a couple newer cars, and there's a couple little things you could point out that you're like, oh, that's definitely from 2008. But overall, you really can't. The design, I feel like, was timeless for the car and 10 years ahead than anything else. I mean, even compared to the Gallardo. I love the Gallardo, but I think this was even ahead of the Gallardo. So, super stoked on looks. It's a head turner. I mean, no matter where you go, even in the place where these are really common, like California and Beverly Hills, it still turns heads. And then you accompany that with all the modifications on the car. You've got AWE exhaust. It rides a lot lower because of the BC coilovers. And so the overall look, accompanied with the GT3 hood as well, it ties the package. Like, you hear it, you see it, it catches your eye. And so, you know, it's a few bonus points for me in that area. Now, I know I bought this car, but I'm trying to take a very neutral stance on it. But even before I owned it, this was a cool car. This was like the first tier of like supercar. Like, you get into this, you can enjoy it, you don't have to worry about it. And, you know, when you talk about reliability, which is like a whole nother section that we like to discuss on this channel, even with modifications, these cars were overbuilt. You can go on them, you can beat on them, you can have fun with them, and you don't have to worry about anything. Like, they will take the abuse. Like, so let's get on it real quick. About this car is the super long gears. Now, again, it's not crazy powerful by any means, but the gears are so long and it feels great. 6-speed transmission. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about this car. I mean, was I fair on that? Like, what do you guys think? Comment below your thoughts on the R8, because everyone takes a little bit of a different stance on them. If you're in the supercar world, you obviously look at it and this is the beginner level, right? Like, you buy one of these and it's your entry level mid-engine car. So, but man, I would say this you can't get anything like this for the price. All right, guys, what did you think of the reviews? What was something that surprised you, Jeevz?
Hey, he said Jeevz, not Todd.
Sorry, Dad.
Shut up. Something that did surprise me was how smooth the car was, like how planted it was. Like, the GTR is bumpy as balls, but the R8 was butter. Literally butter on chocolate chip pancakes.
No, I was just
All the
super
time.
surprised with the 12-year-old vehicle how well it drove. I mean, tranny felt good, clutch felt good, just super planted, like Jeevz was saying. I was quite impressed for a 12-year-old vehicle. I mean, it felt like a new vehicle almost. So
It's crazy.
it's not super fast, but it was still way fun.
Yeah, it's like
Comfortable.
a giant go-kart is the best way to describe it, in all honesty.
A heavier go-kart. Yeah. That
Heavier.
looks extremely nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a luxurious go-kart. Guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon to be notified of all of our newest uploads. We love you.
Alrighty, guys, we are going to jump into it right now with comfort. We gave comfort an 8 out of 10. The Audi is incredible. It is 13 years old and it still drives like a dream. We gave that an 8 out of 10. Can you daily driver this car? Of course you can. It is incredible. The clutch, the transmission, the motor, it is a solid beast and you can totally daily driver this. We gave that an 8 out of 10. Now, is it fast? Not really. Now, back then it totally was, but now for the money, there's a lot of other cars that can get way more performance for less, so we gave that a 6 out of 10. Styling, the car is incredible. It was designed by some of the greatest people on the earth because the car still looks better than new cars now. We gave that an 8 out of 10. Functionality, practicality, It does it all. It actually is really impressive. Now, it is small, so you don't have to sacrifice a lot of different things. You can go golfing if you use the passenger seat, and you can still load up all the gear you normally use on an everyday basis in the front. It is impressive. So we gave Practicality a 7 out of 10. Add that up for a total score of 37 out of 50. The 2008 Audi R8 goes in there. Let us know what you think. We feel like this was a fair score. Every car is not perfect, but it is an incredible car. Let us know. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.
Was that a river dance?
You know, I'm already winded.